Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. We've been talking about this run that Tennessee's on, the first domino to fall. Travis Smith, four-star wide receiver. Over the weekend, we got the commitment from Christian Gass. Big boy battle, man. That was a big win over Georgia. And now we continue to look ahead with Shady Hayward, with Juan Gaston, with Desaahn Brame in the class of 26, with David Sanders. But we've kind of been talking about these same names. But now we're going to have some news to talk about because the dead period is almost over. Tennessee's got a big weekend coming up. Big weekend, of course. Shady Hayward is set to commit, but also Onis Konan Banny, another elite four-star defensive back, is scheduled to be in town. So Tennessee has an opportunity to continue to put on more steam. But I guess we should start with Shady Hayward, again, scheduled to come off the board this weekend. You can see there the tweet from On3 Recruits. Top 100 prospect Laganza Hayward is set to commit on Saturday, and he's going to choose between Tennessee, Florida, and Georgia. Now, I saw an article with Chad Simmons where Shady had some quotes out there talking about his official visits, right? Because he's a guy that coming out of 865, we've told the story a million times. Shady said, I'm only here to recruit for Tennessee. He was all vol. He came on this channel, talked about how much he loved Tennessee, but then he took the official visits, and we know how that works, right? If you follow recruiting, guys can come off of a visit, and they've got that recruiting high, that official visit high. They've been shown all the love, and Shady kind of went through that as he went through the process. This is what he said. I said on the official visits, I was on the campus for 48 hours. All four schools rolled out the red carpet. They showed me a lot. The coaches tried to show me why they were the best school for me, and it really had me thinking a lot. He goes on to say, every official visit I went on was nice, but it made it harder to choose one school. They all gave me a lot to think about. It says the offers came in. I had a lot of choices, and I have to make a tough decision. It comes down to Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee. My decision to pick one of these will be about relationships and loyalty. Those things are very important to me. Now, we can try to read between the lines, right? We've talked about the culture, what Josh Heupel has created at the University of Tennessee. I think Shady Hayward has good relationships with the coaching staff at Tennessee, but we're talking about an elite level prospect here. We're talking about the 100. He comes in ranked at 100 in the country. You guys know Shady. He's been on the channel before. He says he's the best safety in the country, and I like it. I love his game. I love his physicality. We play the quote all the time. He chooses violence, 6'1", 205, but he's a needle mover. He is a needle mover, and so we look at it going down to decision day. Wilt Fong has already dropped the Fong bomb, predicting Shady Hayward to Tennessee. Jeremy Johnson, a Georgia insider, has also logged an expert prediction for Tennessee to land Shady Hayward. VolQuest has continued to say that Tennessee is in a good spot for the four-star safety out of Georgia. So that decision is coming up on Saturday. We're going to be live for that decision. I've not seen the time yet. Make sure you're dialed in, tuned in. We will cover that decision live on Saturday when Shady Hayward comes off the board. But another one worth talking about, and again, Onis Konan Banny, we're talking about an elite defensive back, a four-star corner. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds, out of Columbia, South Carolina. Now, we know the story, right? We remember when he was in town for his official visit, there was the rumors that he committed live to Tennessee. It was on an Instagram live of Braylon Staley's. That live stream came down, but you got to look at it. Onis Konan Banny's still going to go home. He's going to think about things. He's going to talk about things. He's going to process everything and then make that decision. He is going to be back in town unofficially this upcoming weekend, now that the dead period is going to be over. Again, Chad Simmons, Steve Wiltfong have both put in their predictions. The rumor is that he's going to come off the board early August. I don't know if that's going to be the first weekend, second weekend in August. Just something to keep an eye on. Just wanted to make note that Onis Konan Banny will be in town. And it definitely sounds like Tennessee is trending for two elite defensive backs in Shady Hayward and Onis Konan Banny. But here we are halfway into the video, and you guys may be saying, Boogie, the title says it's definitely happening. What is it? What is definitely happening? Well, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not reporters. We're not journalists. We don't pretend to be any of that stuff. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, we're going to be live tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing EA Sports College Football 25. We've got the audio issues fixed, so come hang out for that. We also talk all things Tennessee football throughout the course of those Tuesday nights. And then we're going to be live on Saturday for the commitment of Shady Hayward. So make sure you're dialed in and ready to go for that. So it's definitely happening. What is it, Boogie? What are you talking about? We talked about this on Saturday. Chad Simmons tweets out Saturdays are being good to the Tennessee Vols this month. Last Saturday, Travis Smith. Today, Christian Gass. Will it continue next Saturday, Shady Hayward? And that right there alone has me encouraged because, again, it sounds like Shady is trending to Tennessee. But then if you go over here to look at the comments, George McIntyre says, hold on, not so fast. Surprise commit coming soon. Eyeball emojis. Ethan Utley says, why wait for Saturday when there is a surprise coming? Now, we talked about this on Saturday, made a video on it, kind of speculated where you guys were at. Who could it possibly be? Well, we talked about Desaahn Brame. Now, this comes out on Twitter via On3 Recruits. On3's Steve Wiltfong and Chad Simmons have both logged an expert prediction for Tennessee to flip Oregon four-star tight end Desaahn Brame. Brame is the number 4 tight end in the 2025 class. Now, this is what we speculated on Saturday when we saw the news came out. He was the first name that came to mind. You know, VolQuest, Austin Price been talking a lot about it, saying, hey, keep an eye on Brame, watch for the flip, but he's going to likely visit for the 3rd Saturday in October. But then he continued to talk about it and said, wait, this is going a little bit faster than we expect. But again, we're talking elite talent. We're talking elite defensive backs. Now we're talking about an elite tight end, Desaahn Brame, the only tight end that this coaching staff was willing to take in the class of 25, along with Jack Van Dorsey. They said there's nobody else in this class that we're willing to pair with him, but Desaahn Brame, we are willing to take. Now, if you're not familiar with him, we'll pull the profile up here and let you guys take a look because, again, elite. You add Desaahn Brame coming in at 101. You add Shady Hayward coming in at number 100. Now, all of a sudden, we've seen Tennessee bouncing around top 10, top 12, somewhere around in there. You add 2 guys basically in the top 100, you're going to see that momentum. You're going to see us start to climb the ladder, chasing that top 5, top 7, top class. But again, Desaahn Brame, elite. If you've not seen the scouting report, this comes from Greg Biggins, national recruiting analyst over at 247 Sports. Really impressive on tape. Plays like a jumbo receiver with a projectable frame. Very fluid as an athlete. Natural hands. Never fights with the football. Well-built kid. Naturally strong with a chiseled upper body. Can easily beat press coverage and bullies opposing backers and safeties. Great hand-eye coordination. Extremely good tracking the ball down the field. Runs well after the catch. For his size, he shows surprising quickness and wiggle with the ball in his hands and doesn't shy away from contact. Can play in the slot or on the line, can get deep, but has the hands and clean routes to be that ideal 3rd and 8 security blanket as well. Really nice upside, projects as an early impact player at the college level with an NFL ceiling. That's the scouting report on Desaahn Brame, and I like being able to pair 2. And I know Tennessee's in on some elite tight ends in the class of 26, but you look at what Josh Heupel has done since being here, right? Princeton Fant, Jacob Warren paired together. Jacob Warren, McAllen Castles paired together. We're looking at Ethan Davis, Holden Stace being paired together in this 2024 season. So you take Desaahn Brame, you take Jack Van Dorsey, are 2 really good elite tight ends. Let's pair them together. Let's put them with George McIntyre and let's roll. But you look at his recruitment, man, it was just very interesting because it felt like Tennessee did a great job. They had all the momentum coming out of the official. They had to hold off Oregon. They did that. And this is for everybody that says, well, it's all about money. All these kids care about is the money. It sounds like Oregon, according to VolQuest, according to Austin Price, went into panic mode, and they did throw the bank at Desaahn Brame. Now, is that all cash? Is that some other type of promise? I don't know. We're just speculating here, but they threw the bank at Desaahn Brame, and here he is, 24, 48 hours away from the decision. He's looking at it. It looks too good to be true. Oregon, he likes Oregon. There's no doubt that it was always Oregon and Tennessee that were in this thing, and he commits to Oregon. But we also know we got the wild card. We got the ace up the sleeve. The girlfriend committed to come to play soccer at the University of Tennessee. Love always wins, right? That's what I told Nelson when we were talking about it. He said, Boogie, the girlfriend is committed to Tennessee to play soccer. I said, go ahead and lock it up. That's a Vol lock because the girlfriend, they say happy wife, happy life. The same can be said for a happy girlfriend. So maybe that's the wild card. Maybe happiness trumps what Oregon had to offer because Tennessee's going to put together an NIL deal as well. That's the way it works in recruiting. But the bottom line is Steve Wiltfong, Chad Simmons have both logged those expert predictions for Tennessee to flip Desaahn Brame. It is happening. Let's continue the momentum. Desaahn Brame looking to flip probably before the weekend. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Then you got Shady Hayward coming up on the 27th. Can Tennessee do enough with Juan Gaston? Very interesting recruitment there because Georgia's added a ton of talent on their offensive line. Does Juan Gaston want to go that route? Plays his cards close to the vest, doesn't talk a whole lot. Can Tennessee win that one? That's a big one. We're going to kick things off with the class of 26 and Faison Brandon on August the 3rd, David Sanders on the 17th, and then also Onis Konan Banny early August, continuing to watch Jaden Perlotti as well. But I wanted to jump on here and make a video because we speculated on this over the weekend. Now it looks like it is actually happening. Jump to the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would appreciate it. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Also think about joining the channel. You can hit that little join button right over there beside subscribe. There's also a link in the description below. You can do that for as little as $1 a month. We're about to fire up the fan call-in shows on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time once fall camp gets here. So get in where you fit in. But let's talk about it because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network, and my name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.